going on, the Winners Win podcast? Your boy Loso 2.0, and today we're going to talk about the 5 success requisites. Now, before we talk about this stuff, please let's do some housekeeping things. My fault, I had something on the screen. And definitely go and like this video, share it, comment below, subscribe to the Winners Win channel. And if you listen to this on any type of podcast platform, leave a 5-star review and then leave another review so I can see how I can better serve you. Now, we're going to talk about the 5 success requisites. The first one is self-confidence. Now, what is self-confidence, right? It's your belief in oneself, to be honest with you, right? Now, how do you attain, I guess, like, where do you get this from? From within, which is a lot of things. Now, I know that seems like a simple answer and an answer that I always give out, but it's true though. Where do you get this stuff? You get it from within. It's from truly believing in yourself that you are worth it. You know what I mean? Like, really getting that feeling of within. Now, there are certain things that you can do to get that, which I'm going to explain a little bit about the self-confidence. Such as, how can you get it? It's about doing the same thing over and over again to the point that when it actually comes to doing that thing for real, you are good with it. An example of this is Kobe. He talks about the idea of like how he works out so many times throughout the day. Get up at 2 or 4, get a workout until 6, go home, eat, shower, whatever, get back up, do 8 to 10. Same thing. Go back up, do 12 to 2, get back up, do maybe 3 to 5, and then go back to 7 to 9, repeat the whole thing over again, right? So this is what Kobe says is how he stays ahead of everybody. And he did that same shot thousands and thousands of times before. So now when it's time to perform in the real game, it's nothing. It's second nature to him. And he built this self-confidence in himself by doing it. Now, there are other ways to do it as well, which I told you guys before. You can do the Wonder Woman or Superman pose, which if you stand like that for a certain amount of time, you actually technically are increasing your testosterone levels in order to make yourself more confident. So self-confidence is the first success requisite that you need. The second one is enthusiasm. You can't do anything in life if you're not enthusiastic about it, if you're not truly in love with it. Now, remember I told you guys about activating your superpower. One of the most important things was falling in love with it. You have to fall in love with it. You have to surround yourself with it. You have to truly believe in your thing, or whatever your thing is, right? Whatever your superpower is, you have to immerse yourself in it. I'm the #1 motivational speaker ever. I will be the #1 motivational speaker ever, personal development guru ever. It's etched in history. In order for that to be happen, I have to do things that other people do. You know what I mean? I seen that Tony Robbins said he read 70 books a year for 10 years. I'm going to read 100 books a year, right, for 10 years, right? Put myself ahead of the game. You know what I mean? Actually have self-development books everywhere. Post my videos for self-development. When I'm on the road, I'm listening to self-development in the morning, right? I'm even eating, healthier stuff like that. Wife's cooking for me and stuff like that too as well. Cook some great meals. It's self-improvement, anything to improve myself, to be a better version of myself. I'm surrounding myself in it. I'm immersing myself in it. It's making me more enthusiastic about it. There's nothing more I love than, teaching people how to become the best version of themselves and become that 2.0 version. And you can make yourself, maybe your name's Cassandra 2.0, you know what I mean? You become the 2.0 version of yourself. So you have to really be enthusiastic and in love with everything that you're out there pushing. If you're in clothes, you know what I mean? Be enthusiastic, love it, really study the fashion industry, and then making yourself the best, the Milanos out there, the Paradoxes, all the, I'm saying a bunch of Philly brands, but, really fall in love with it. The third step is a working plan. Now, off the first 2 steps alone, the third step is eventually going to come along, right? Because when I first started doing this self-development stuff, which I've been in the self-development field, I should say, for about 7 years, right? I've been reading books, doing different things with it, right? But I did it without a plan. I literally just decided I was going to jump into something and just, read it, right? So I just started reading books and stuff, doing things. And then recently, last year, I made that New Year's resolution where I said, I'm going to literally be consistent and stay on my podcast, stay on posting my self-development stuff for a year straight. Did that thing for a year straight. And then now it's the next January. It's a year past, over a little bit over a year of the podcast, and I've just been posting every single day. I changed names of the podcast and different things. Focus always been the same. Try to improve everybody to do that, but I figured out how to get myself down and niche myself down more in as much as possible. So with the 5 success requisites, self-confidence being the first one, enthusiasm, like I said, those two alone are enough to then get you to the third step of the success requisite, which is your working plan. Your working plan is going to come along, but you first have to be enthusiastic and really fall in love with what you're trying to push. You gotta love it more than anybody else. This is something that you want to do for the rest of your life. You decide on it. Something that you want so bad that, you want it as bad as you can breathe. Something that you want so bad, no one else has any influence on it at all. And then have that confidence in it by keep working on your craft every single day. You have to keep beating on your craft every single day. If you want to be the best version of yourself at anything, you have to figure out how you can be the better version of yourself each and every single day. Not just one day out of the week, not just once a month, not just once a year, twice a year. No, you have to figure out how to do this every single day and become 1% better each day. By the end of the year, you're almost 400% better, right? So after you get that self-confidence, after you become enthusiastic and fall in love with it and willing to scream the top of your lungs about it, like I'm doing now, right? And you get that working plan, the fourth one is performing more than what you were paid for. Now, I might lose some of y'all on this one, but Bill Russell said if you're getting paid $1 an hour, you need to do $10 an hour worth of work. We have to 10x that stuff. I'm out here every single day, at least majority of the week. I would say at least 5 days out of the week, right? Trying to post you guys, give you guys my content out here, free value, 5 days a week. I'm not getting paid for this stuff right now. I will be paid for this. I'll be paid more than anybody else be paid. But in order to, what did Denzel Washington say? In order to have what others do not have, you must be willing to do what others will not do. For me to have this stuff, I'm giving out free content, stuff that people, I personally myself paid hundreds and thousands of dollars for, between courses, books and stuff like that, like my library, and it's the next book I'm working on too as well. Like between all of the books and all the study and everything, I paid thousands of dollars for this stuff. And I'm giving it all this stuff for free to you. Content every single day for free. 10x the value. Now, when you do this even helps with your sales too as well. When you are selling something to somebody, you have to offer 10. If you're selling something for $100, you have to give $1,000 worth of value. If you sell something for $1,000, you have to give $10,000 worth of value. No matter what you do, you always have to 10x it. It just makes it seem that much more better, right? If you're giving 10 times more the value for a quarter, a tenth of the price, it's a no-brainer. Why wouldn't I do that? That's my favorite thing when customers say, well, I'm just trying to figure out why wouldn't I do this? But I don't know. Why wouldn't you do that? It's up to you though. But that's what I mean. So you have to do way more than you pay for, 10 times as much as you pay for. And then the fifth one is concentration. Now, we talked about that idea of focus, right? When you have something that's a little bit of a pinpoint and you poke it through, you're a lot easier getting through than, trying to use a bigger or wider thing. So you have to really concentrate. You have to really put in that work, put in that pain, really focus when you're trying to work on these skills in order to make yourself better each and every single day. Because you could just be, throwing spaghetti noodles at the wall and hoping they stick, or you can really be focusing on it and focusing on the process and literally really just like concentrating on how you can become the better version of yourself and truly be successful. Because remember, that wealth is just a mindset. It's not really a state amount of money you have or anything like that. It's literally just a mindset. So today, that's really all I have for you. The 5 success requisites: self-confidence, enthusiasm, a working plan, performing more than what you're paid for, and concentration. I want you guys to comment below which one was your favorite. Like this video, share it, subscribe to the Winners Win channel. If you watch this on listen to this on any type of podcast platform, leave a 5-star review and leave a review so I can see I could better serve you guys, man. Keep killing the day, man. Winners win and losers lose. And you pray for success like this. 2.0 out.